Those are the things. Hi guys. What? No. Yeah, I'm starting my second one already. Oh yeah. This is not working. I have the bigger plug. Hi, Saya.
Hi. Sarah, go ahead. Oh no. They just closed out the meeting. No, I told you to stop. I know, you're right. Suri needs to stop putting her paws where they don't belong.
All right. Okay, yeah, that should be good.
I don't know how to get back now.
All right. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm expecting that we'll have Rohan again today.
I don't know. Oh, where's it down here?
I have no idea. Suri's closed it out.
There you go.
There you go.
There we are.
Suri, you have to stop touching the computer, okay?
Is that it? Is that good? And do you have volume? Is that you getting voiced over there? Is that good?
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Good. So we should have Rohan because I'm hoping that if we do have him, that we can work on both the monologues and the chore list. But if we don't, then maybe we'll work on Chance and Roscoe with you guys. Does that sound good?
Well, we didn't get the email. The script. Yeah, we don't have the script for Chance and Roscoe.
Oh, you don't? Oh no. Okay. Well, that's all right. If we don't end up having him, we can always work on the monologues longer, or we can do what we did 2 weeks ago and have me read.
Right now, I can print it for them. We just didn't. There was no attachment on the email that we got from Hannah.
The one today?
There was one. Let me see.
Or I think I had sent it like a couple weeks ago. That's okay if you don't have it.
There was one a few weeks ago where we printed these monologues. Can you show Mr. Kirsten what you have? And that was the only attachment on there. Well, show her what it is. And then there was another email that said that there was an attachment from you, but there was no attachment attached.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, don't worry about it. We'll make it work.
All right.
All right. Well, let's start warming up so we can get going. So let me stand up. So we're gonna start out like we always do with our shakeout. So we count to 8 on all of our limbs, then 4, then 2, then 1. You ready? Start with the right hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Wah! Very good. What was the next thing? Oh, rubber chicken. So this is what we did last week too, where we start with our hands up in the air, fingers up in the air, and then we let every body part drop one at a time. So we start with dropping our fingers, and then our wrists, and then our upper arms, and then our elbows, and our shoulders, and our heads, and our hips, and our knees, And then we just hang out here like a rubber chicken. And then slowly we'll come back up. So we'll start with our knees. And then our hips, our head, our shoulders, our elbows, our upper arms, our wrists, and our fingers. Good. All right, so I wanted us to do the name game. So we're gonna say our name and then a vegetable, and then we'll use that to pass to each other in the group. So, I'll start, so I'll say my name, and then I'll say a vegetable to go along with my name. So I might say Kirsten Carrot. Okay, so repeat after me, Kirsten Carrot.
Kirsten Carrot.
Good, okay, so Saya, why don't you pick a vegetable?
Say a lettuce.
Good, okay, so Suri and I will say a lettuce.
Say a lettuce.
Good, okay, so Suri, now you pick a vegetable.
Surrey cauliflower.
Ooh, Surrey cauliflower. Okay, very good. So the way that this game will work is you will say your name and your vegetable first, and then say someone else's name and vegetable to pass it to them. So I might say Kirsten Carrot to Surrey cauliflower.
Surrey cauliflower to say a lettuce. Say a lettuce to Surrey cauliflower. Surrey cauliflower to Kirsten Carrot.
Ooh, thank you. Kirsten Carrot to say a lettuce.
Say a lettuce to Surrey cabbage. Surrey cauliflower. Surrey cauliflower to Kirsten Carrot.
Kirsten Carrot to Surrey cauliflower.
Surrey cauliflower to Kirsten Carrot.
Kirsten Carrot to say a lettuce.
Say a lettuce to Surrey cabbage. Cauliflower. Surrey cauliflower to Kirsten Carrot.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So now we're gonna do a game. It's just called word association. I'll say a word, and then whatever word I say will then prompt Saya to say another word, which will then prompt you, Suri, to say another word, and then it'll get passed back to me. So I might say yellow, and Saya might say school bus, and then you might say homework, and I might say pencil. Do you see what I mean? So we'll just pass around the circle different words, just whatever is the first word that comes to mind, okay? So I'll start, and I'm passing to Saya, Saya's passing to Suri, Suri's passing to me. So I will start with cotton candy.
Chocolate cake. Dessert.
Fork.
Spoon. Knife.
Cut.
Pieces. Scissors.
Rock.
Stone. Pebble.
Cat.
Dog. Ladybug.
Flower.
Bugs. Stem.
Research.
Information. Computer.
Typing.
Sorry, not knowing how to type. Excuse me. You don't. I do too. I thought I'm better than you.
What's your word, Suri? Or is it I do too?
Mean.
Sisters.
Annoying. Mm. Room.
Bed.
Sleep. Pencil. No.
Pen.
Draw. Eraser.
Whiteboard.
Math. Paper.
Ooh, good. Okay, so now let's do the same thing, but we'll switch the order. So now it will go from me to Suri to Saya back to me. Okay. So let me start with a new one. Yoga mat.
Yoga. Down my dog.
Exercise.
Walk. Cramp.
Reindeer.
Animals. Dogs.
Cats.
Chickens. Surreys.
Okay, good. Great. So we were just playing that to kind of get our minds warmed up, so we're thinking on our feet. I really like to play that game. Okay, so I have another game. I think we played this once when we were still in the physical classroom, and it's called What Are You Doing? So I'll start with some sort of action. Oops. So maybe I'm just like doing this. And then Suri will say to me, "What are you doing?"
What are you
Say it,
doing?
Suri.
What are you doing?
And then I'll say something that's completely different from what I'm actually doing. So I might say, "I'm fighting with ninjas." And then Suri will pretend then like she's fighting with ninjas. So show us how you fight with ninjas, Suri. Okay, good. And then Saya, then you will say, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
And then Suri will say something completely different than fighting with ninjas.
Eating pizza.
So then you'll pretend to eat pizza, Saya. Then I'll say, "Saya, what are you doing?"
Just throwing my house out the window. What window? Okay. And it froze.
I'm sorry, you just froze. What did you say? Something about throwing something out the window.
Throwing the house out the window.
Oh, okay. Ugh, get this out of here.
What are you doing?
I am drinking someone's blood.
Okay. Now, it's cute.
And then Saya, you say, "What are you doing?"
Do it. Right.
Give her something totally different. Saya, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm getting my stuff back from my sister's room.
This is my hat. My hat. My scarf.
What are you doing?
I am folding my sheets.
What are you doing? Drinking soda. drinking soda, isn't it obvious? You don't even think
Saya, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm investigating aliens from other planets. I just found out there's so many other planets in the galaxy that I'm going to fly to. And I've created a rocket ship that flies to the moon in a second. Ooh.
Do you have any information on the aliens?
Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm playing basketball.
What are you doing? Sleeping. Isn't it obvious?
Saya, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm making my sister's head explode. I do that a lot.
All right. A little more mayonnaise. This will all be over.
What are you doing?
I'm making a BLT sandwich.
Okay. Cheese. What are you doing? What are you doing? Waiting for a letter.
Saya, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm pretending to be my sister. It's so weird. It's so bland. It's so open. It's so. What are you doing?
I am cleaning up the lint off of my carpet.
This would be easy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to clean the shelf up there. Too low.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, so that was a good warm up. All right, so now we're gonna work on our monologues. So do you have your monologue papers from last week? Very good. And then Saya was doing Bippity Boppity Bam, and Suri was doing Grass, correct? All right, so let's start with Suri. So remember last week how we talked a lot about the emotion in the monologues and how we can show a range of different emotions in one passage of text. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as you are reading through your monologues right now. You ready?
Hi guys, it's me, Grass. I know you think you know everything about grass, but you don't. I mean, are you aware that there are different types of grasses? My friend Bluegrass is a very lush type of grass. My cousin Centipede is a low maintenance type of grass. All of us, different kinds of grass, have one big problem in common. Do you know what the problem is? Well, I'll tell you. It's them, thoughtless, selfish humans. I hate it when the giant humans step all over me like they're the boss of me. They haven't been around for millions of years like I have. I also hate it when the tiny humans sit on us and tear us out of the grass. It decreases our population. One of the hardest things is to get through the whole season when we all get sick and turn grass. Then it gets even worse. We're super delicate, and when the giant humans stand or walk or run all over us, we die. And if that wasn't bad enough, We're all, oh no, another giant human, run. Oh wait, I forgot I can run. Hide. Oh wait, I forgot I can hide. Move out of the way. Oh wait, I forgot I can't move. Let the wind come and move us out of the way. Thanks, wind. Oh no, not again. Come back, wind. Help! Ooh, that was close. Well, at least it's raining.
Good. Okay, so I want you to go back to towards the end where you first say, oh no, not another giant human. And I want you to go through that part really slowly so we can hear you saying all of the words. So anytime you see punctuation, anytime you see an exclamation mark or a comma or a period, make sure that you take a small pause. And you can even take a breath in those moments too. Okay, so let's have you start with, and if that wasn't bad at all, we are all, and then oh no.
If that wasn't bad enough, we're all, oh no, not another giant human. Run away, I forgot, I can't run. Hide away, I forgot, I can't hide. Move out of the way, I forgot, I can't move. Let the winds come and move us out of the way. Thanks, thanks. Oh no, not again. Come back there. Help!
Yeah, exactly like this, Brandon.
That was close. Well, at least it's raining.
Good. So do you think you can take those pauses and make them even longer? So I want it to be like, you feel like you're so silly because you're taking such long pauses. So, oh, no, not another giant human. Run! Oh, wait, I forgot we can't run. Hide! Oh, wait, I forgot we can't hide. You see how I'm like pausing at every single punctuation mark? Okay, so let's have you do that final part again and really put those pauses in there so we can hear everything you're saying.
Not another giant human. Run. Oh wait, I forgot I can't run. Hide. Oh wait, I forgot we can't hide. Move out of the way. Oh wait, I forgot we can't move. Let the wind come and move us out of the way. Thanks, wind. Oh no. Not again. Come back, wind. Help. Woo, that was close. Well, at least it's raining.
Good. That was so much better, Suri. I could hear you so much better, and I feel like the different parts were more distinct. So, so as you continue working on the whole monologue, I want you to think about that part in particular, because I think before you had a tendency to really speed that part up, but you want to take as much time as you need to really let that part fill out the same way that the beginning does. Very good. Okay, Saya, are you ready for your monologue?
50 Bob Bear. Hi, my name is Gertrude and I'm the daughter of the fairy godmother. Want to know why my name is so bad? It's because Mommy didn't have time. She was too busy making little old Cinderella dreams come true to think of a good name for me. Oh, and does Mommy give me a beautiful dress, a prince to dance with at a ball, or glass slippers? No. Right. All she gives me is a big fat pile of chores. I don't even have nothing. Mommy says that gifts a generation, so I can't point at my feet and hope to see glass slippers. Here, I'll show you. 50 Bob Bear. There's a pair of glass slippers in my feet. I guess magic doesn't skip a generation after all. Mommy was wrong. It wasn't the first attack, that's for sure. I wonder if that Prince Charming guy is still available. If not, there may have to be magical interference between the prince and Miss Cinderella. Next week I have this number.
Good. So I think you're still doing a great job with the way that you're saying mommy, because I think I can, I can tell exactly how you feel about her. The moment that I'd like to see come to life a little more is when you point at your feet and you are not expecting to have glass slippers. So, so when you say, I'll show you, bippity boppity bam, you're doing it and you know that it's not going to happen, right? So I want you to be really surprised when all of a sudden, whoa, there's a pair of glass slippers on my feet, and really show us what those look like. So like, pick up your feet, like really, like if you're trying on a new pair of shoes that you really love, you're like, wow, like my feet look so good. Like, look at my feet, look at these glass slippers. I look so amazing, right? So like really let that sink in. Whoa, there's a pair of glass slippers on my feet. And really, really show us what those look like. And then I guess magic doesn't skip a generation after all. And then take a beat before you say, I wonder if that Prince Charming guy is still available. So I get the sense that your character wouldn't ever be trying to go after Prince Charming if you didn't have these glass slippers. So these glass slippers have just like totally changed your life now. Not only have you figured out that you have magic, but now suddenly maybe you could have the prince. So I really want to see how those glass slippers just completely change everything for your character. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's, so why don't you take it again from the top and really show me those parts of the glass slippers, and then really show me the part with, oh, what is this Prince Charming guy?
15 Poppy Fit. Hi, my name is Griffin, and I'm the daughter of Harry's mother. Want to know why my name is so bad? Because Mommy was too busy making little old Cinderella things, and she didn't think it was a good name for me. Oh, and Mommy give you a beautiful dress, a princess instead of all, or glasses? No, all she gives me is a fat pile of chores. I don't even have that. Mommy says it skips a generation, so I can't point at my feet and hope to see a glass slipper on there. Here, I'll show you. 50 Bobby Bang. Whoa. There's glass slippers on my feet. I guess magic doesn't skip a generation after all. Mommy was wrong. It wasn't the first time, that's for sure. I wonder if that Prince Charming guy is somewhere. If not, there may have to be a magical interference between Cinderella and the prince. Now, what was his number?
Good, good. I can definitely see the difference in that. I think as you continue to work on your monologue, really work on, even though you're not physically wearing these shoes, really make it clear to the audience that you are wearing these glass slippers. Great. Okay, so next week is technically our final week, which means that we're not going to be having a showcase in the same way that we had originally planned, because we're not physically able to go anywhere. But we've been recording these videos so that, and then sending them to your parents so that like you can watch them afterwards or they can watch them. So next week will be our final week. So I'm going to have both of you perform your monologues, and I want you to keep in mind that it is like that you are sort of showcasing your monologue, even though there's not going to be a big audience. It might just be your parents watching you behind the camera, or they might be watching you later. But I just want you to keep that in mind. So, so next week we'll have you do your monologues again. And I want you to think about doing your very best with these monologues. All right, so we're gonna play a quick game of Alien Interpreter. So let us start with Suri being the alien, and Saya will be the interpreter. And I will ask the best possible questions for an alien. Let's see. Mr. Alien, what is the best thing to eat for dinner?
Bleep, bleep, blop, bloop, bloop, blop, blop, blop. She says, Jesus, cat, because that's like animal from location came from.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if that's something I would want to eat, but you know, if that's what you like, Mr. Alien, that's I guess that's cool. Mr. Alien, if I am trying to get to my grandmother's house, how should I figure out how to go there?
Bleep, bloop. You should walk to your grandmother's house and take a rocket ship back, and then take a taxi back to your grandmother's house, and then fly on an airplane back, and then take a jet there, and then take a roller coaster back.
Oh, wow. That's complicated. Mr. Alien, what is the best time of day to take a nap?
Bleep, blop. Every single second of every single day.
Oh, well, I have to agree. I have to say, I'm glad we're on the same page about that. Mr. Alien, what is the most fashionable piece of clothing that you own?
Bleep. She has no fashionable clothing.
What? Wow. That's such a shame, Mr. Alien. Let's see. Mr. Alien, how do I make the color orange?
Bloop and blop, bleep. You mix all the colors together with extra white so it turns to more white, and then you mix all the colors together again with a little more extra white so that it explodes all over your paint thing, and then the colors should separate and make orange.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good advice. Very good. All right, let's have the two of you switch. So Saya will be the alien and Suri will be the interpreter.
This is going to be easy.
And we'll see if I can think of some more questions. Let's see. Mr. Alien, what is the best planet in the solar system?
Bloop, bleep. The Milky Way. If that is a planet. That's where I live. It is.
Oh, wow. That's a very delicious candy bar, I have to say. Mr. Alien, what is the most delicious candy bar?
Bleep, blop, bloop, bleep, bleep, bleep. The Milky Ways.
Wow. See, you have an obsession with Milky Ways, Mr. Alien. Let me see. What is the best way to make a bowl of popcorn?
Bleep, blop, bloop, blop, 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 bleep, blop, 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 bleep, blop, bleep, blop. Punch some popcorn, and it should pop. Okay, punch corn, and it'll pop into popcorn.
Oh, okay. That seems reasonable. Mr. Alien, I want to watch a movie tonight, but I can't decide what I should watch. Do you have any suggestions?
Bleep, blop, bloop, bleep, bleep. She hates movies. No, what? No. So watch a movie is her answer. No.
Oh, don't watch a movie? Mr. Alien, what is the alien's favorite sport to play?
Let them bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep, bleep. Mm. She doesn't like sports.
Wow. You don't like movies and you don't like sports? Ugh. Mr. Alien, if you don't like movies and you don't like sports, how do you pass the time?
Bleep, 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 bleep. She reads.
Oh, wow. Mr. Alien, what are the best books to read?
Bleep, 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 bleep. The Unicorn Quest.
The Unicorn Quest?
I still was trying to say what I didn't.
Is that a series of books? Not familiar with Unicorn Quest. Mr. Alien, how do you tame a unicorn?
You shoot it. That's when you were acting out. So. That's not what I'm talking about.
Wow, Suri. Whew. Cutthroat. Let's switch. So I will be the alien and Saya will be the interpreter, and Suri, you can ask me a couple of questions as the alien. Okay?
What did you have for breakfast?
Oh, jeep, 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 jeep. Oop, 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 zip, bop. Beep, 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 beep. Ding! Do, 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 do. Shabba.
He had olive sticks with tomatoes put in the microwave and made into a sauce and put on toast. Okay. What did you have for dinner? What did you are you gonna have for dinner?
Zip, zip, blah, boop, 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 boop. Zip, 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 zip. Zip, zip.
He wants to eat a curry. Oh. What's your favorite food?
Zoop, ba, ba. Ooh, zoop, ba, ba, ba. Zoop. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop.
We make a curry with seasoning and some potatoes, put in the microwave, and then with some corn made into popcorn and some chocolate chips. That's our favorite food.
Ooh, good, good. Okay, and let's have you guys switch. So I'll still be the alien, and then Saya will be the interpreter. And wait, that's what we just did. Sorry. Suri will be the interpreter. Saya will ask the questions.
Mr. Alien, how old are you?
Woo! Jubja, boosha, blah, gua, juba, boo, juba.
51. Wow. Mr. Alien, what types of animals do they have on your planet?
Oh, job, jub, job, ba, 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 juba, juba, boo, juba, juba, juba. Woo, and then woo, woo, woo.
They have birds, they have reindeers, and they have deer.
Yeah.
Mr. Alien, what planet do you live on, and what Milky Way are you nearest to?
Oh, jib, jab, jib, 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 ooh, 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 and then wah, 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 boop, boop,
None. None.
Hey, Rohan.
Sorry, I was late. I didn't keep track.
Well, good. Good job, Suri and Saya. We were just playing Alien Interpreter. But I'm glad that you're here because now is actually a really good time for us to transition into working on the chore list. Were you able to print that out, Rohan?
Out of here.
Yay! Okay, so we are going to work on reading this. So we're going to we'll have Rohan read for Ryan. We'll have Saya read for Ellen and Suri read for Haley.
Wait, who am I playing again? I'm playing as Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And I will read the stage directions. So this is the chore list. Time is the first day of summer vacation. Setting is their living room and kitchen.
What? So you're not.
Ryan sits playing video games. Ellen enters the living room, yawning and stretching. Then she spots something on the kitchen counter.
How long have you been up?
I'm on level 15, so probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Very productive first day of summer.
It's Ellen's turn.
She said her line. Make sure that you say your lines really loud so we can hear each other.
Oh, you didn't hear? Okay, I'm on level 15, so probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Very productive first day of summer.
Wait, which line are we in?
She said her line, a very productive first day of summer.
I'll say
And how many bowls of cereal?
only 3 so far, but there's still time.
And so that means you've been in and out of the kitchen 3 times and have yet to see the note from Mom?
What note?
Haley enters and sees the piece of paper in Ellen's hand.
Mom left us a note. That was literally the first thing she saw.
You wouldn't understand. Neither of you sets lofty summer goals like I did.
That's not true. I have 3 different summer projects I need to get.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, I was going to meet some friends at the mall. A friend.
You mean your boyfriend?
That is not my life.
I never mentioned the name Todd. Did I mention the name Todd?
Well, you said Todd. Well, he's not.
Okay, calm down.
What does the note say? It's a list, a chore list. What is the first day of summer?
If you don't see the list, then you don't have to do all the chores.
The list is for all 3 of us. But it's the first day of summer. Good morning, Ryan, Ellen, and Haley. Happy first day of summer. Since I'm at work today, here's some things we can do to help around the house. 1 dust shelves, 2 unload dishwasher, 3 load dishwasher, 4 vacuum living room.
All of those things?
There's more. There's more. 5 mop kitchen floor, 6 walk dogs, 7 pickup dogs, 8 wash and put away dishes. That's crazy. There's still more.
Mom is in rare form this summer.
All around the house.
The 3 look at each other, contemplating this notion. Then they all burst into laughter.
You're right. Okay, read the rest.
9 clean toilets, 10 Windex bathroom mirrors, 11 empty all trashes, 12 make beds, 13 sweep leaves on the back porch, 14 move large trash and recycling bins out to the curb, 15 scrub baseboards. Where did she come up with some of this stuff? Scrub baseboards? That's really scraping the bottom of the toilet.
She does this every year.
It's true. The last few years we've been at camp, so we didn't have to do any chores. You can't be serious. Mom doesn't care about chores.
Rohan?
Oh, which is why if you don't see the list, that you aren't responsible for the things written on the list.
That tactic has worked so well in the past.
I can't hear you properly.
Because that tactic has worked so well in the past.
I didn't want to go to the movies that badly that time anyways.
Fine, I'll walk Ollie. I guess I'll work on the dishwasher.
Ryan continues to play his video games, ignoring Haley and Ellen. They stare at him.
And what will you be doing?
I already told you, I have some very challenging pursuits that I need to tackle this summer.
You are not leaving the entire list for Haley to consider.
And why not?
Oh, come on.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Won't be able to go to the movies.
There's nothing out that I want to see.
She'll take away your video games.
I know where she hides them. Then all I have to do is wait for her to leave this morning and I get them out.
Ugh, you're so annoying.
Love you, sis.
A cleaning montage. Ellen and Haley clean around Ryan as he sits and plays his video games. Ellen attempts to read a book while doing her chores. Haley keeps checking the clock to make sure she doesn't miss going to the mall. Maybe the two of them have a pretend mop/broom fight. When the two finish, they're exhausted.
I hope you're satisfied with yourself.
I'm almost on level 25.
That's one thing for you to do so you can at least say your help. You can take out the trash.
Oh, how generous of you.
Luckily, I was able to get through the first 2 chapters of my summer reading while I was doing all of your chores. And I can still catch the bus to take me to a mall.
See, you don't even need my help. Good work, team.
So, are you going to do it?
Am I going to do what?
Are you going to take out the trash?
I'll think about it.
Haley stands in front of the TV.
You'll think about it? After all you made us do?
You're blocking the TV.
Ellen rips the power cord to the video game out of the wall.
Hey, I was almost on level 25.
Ellen takes the controller out of his hand and drops it in the trash.
There, now you can take out the trash.
Ryan stares at the both of them, dumbfounded.
Still no? I guess we have to do it.
Ellen hands Haley the trash bin. They both exit. Ryan sits in shock.
Level 25 was my summer goal, but I guess there's always a next year.
Good. Yay! Good job, y'all. All right, so Rohan, I was telling them next week is our final week. And since we're not having a traditional showcase because we can't be in the same place, we'll still be thinking about how we can present what we're doing in class to our families because we are recording these sessions. So next week we'll work on, you'll present your monologues and you'll also work on this script as part of your showcase for next week. And then we'll also play some more improv games because you guys are so great at those. So the last game that we're going to play today is the questions game. So I know I played this with Suri and Saya, I think 2 weeks ago, but I don't think you've played this game, Rohan. So the way that it works is you have a conversation with someone, but you are only allowed to talk in questions. So everything that you say has to be a question. So Suri and Saya, since you two know how to play, would you mind demonstrating for us how to play the questions game?
What color is your hair? What's your name? Why do you need to know? Why do you care? I don't care.
Oh, that wasn't a question. Okay, so normally the way that we would play this, Rohan, is if someone breaks, then we would play like an elimination round. But since there's 4 of us, what we can do is we can have Suri and Saya play, and I can put them on mute, and then you and I will play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that for a little bit, and then maybe we can come back, the 4 of us, and play elimination round. Figure out how to do that. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put you 2 on mute real quick, and then when I'm ready for you, I'll unmute you and do this crazy motion. All right, you ready?
Who's going first?
Okay. So I can go first, Rohan. Okay. Why were you late for class?
Why were you too early?
What is time anyway?
Do you like sports?
How could you even ask me a question like that?
What's your favorite food?
Why would I eat food in the first place?
What's your favorite type of food?
What would I love more than tacos?
Did you know? I know.
It's hard, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go back to playing? You want to go back to playing with Suri and Saya and play elimination round?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Okay, so let's start with Rohan and Suri. And we'll have Suri start.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Why do you care?
What's my name?
What's a phone?
Okay, and we're gonna put a time limit. So Rohan, since you didn't ask a question, you're gonna go,
Okay.
and we're gonna cycle you out, and we're gonna cycle in Saya. And Saya, you start.
This is so hard.
What's the color of the sky? What's your name? Why do I care? What's a tree? Why do you need to know? What's the color of your eyes? Why do you care? What's a photo? Why do you want to know? What's a remote? Why won't you just stop? What's Zoom? Why, I just found out Zoom is the app
Oh, that's not a question. Okay, we're gonna cycle me in. We'll see if I can beat Suri. Okay, you ready? Why are you wearing pajamas?
I do care.
Why wouldn't I care about pajamas?
What's your name?
What does that have to do with wearing pajamas?
What's the color of the sky?
What does that have to do with clothing at all?
What's a photo?
Did you take a photo of you wearing pajamas?
Why do you ask?
Why wouldn't I ask?
What's a flag?
Are you in a museum in a photo?
What's a trophy?
That's
Are
not a
you a
question.
trophy?
What's a remote?
Can I use a remote to make you stop talking in questions?
What's a chair?
What isn't a chair?
What's a pillow?
Would it be something that I lay my head on?
What's a bird?
Would that be something that I lay my head on?
What's a stair?
Oh, you're freezing on me.
What's the stairs?
Come back.
Wait, you're freezed.
You guys are all frozen.
What? I'm frozen? Well,
Frozen?
right back to New York.
Yeah, you're frozen. I can't.
You're
Who's-
Yeah, you're both frozen. Oh, there we go. Okay, you came back to me. Okay. That was really good, Suri. I think Suri might be the question champ. Question game champ. Okay, good. So we only have a couple more minutes left. So I wanted to spend the last couple of minutes of class doing what we always do, which is saying one thing that we liked about today or one thing that we learned today. So we'll start with Saya.
I liked when we played the alien interpreter game and Suri was the alien.
Very good. Suri, what about you?
I learned that I'm really good at asking questions.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my goodness. What about you, Rohan? What did you like or learn today? I know you didn't have as much time.
That Suri is a question champ.
Suri is a question champ. Yeah, I wish there was a trophy for that. I think it would be a question mark.
But she doesn't even know what a trophy is. Sarah.
Oh man. All right. Well, yeah, this was great today. You guys are doing a great job. So yeah, next week we will we'll work on our monologues again. We'll present our monologues. We'll present chore list, and then we will play some of these improv games like Alien Interpreter and Questions game. We might be able to play Dr. Know-It-All if there's 3 of you. So we can try that next week too. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day and have a great weekend.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.